the excavator has arrived. That means we get to get started on the next phase of improvements and upgrades around here. I don't know if I've ever explained how an excavator works, or if any of you have had any experience in using such a device. But these things are fantastic for getting all kinds of earth moving and tree moving things done. And I might be able to give a little bit of a sort of rundown on how things work. We've got see, this thing comes down and locks in once you're in here, and you can move the arm, the boom, and this is more for the shovel. And every excavator comes with, or should come with, a nice classic Bob ice cold bottle of water. It is hot today. We are smoking hot, somewhere around 36, 38 degrees. What do you think of this heat? Too hot?
Too hot.
Too hot. Anyway, so we're gonna get to work on this thing. And yes, maybe I will actually do a proper video, but that was a bit of a joke. We do have these lovely, these water bottles are actually really nice. They're really good quality, the lid and everything. Anyways, classic Bob stuff. As promised, we've got t-shirts as well, which are kind of cool. But the excavator has come, and the first thing to do is to drive it down that way, because we need to get started on this little driveway here and fixing up the arena a little bit, and then we're moving around to the back corner. So let's get on with it. It's summer now. We've got gorgeous weather. Gorgeous. Hot though. It's getting up towards 40 degrees Celsius in the next, well, over the next few days. So horses are hot. Make sure to supply lots of water. We're doing a little horsey check for you guys. I haven't done one in a little while. Mr. Wild's doing fantastic. He is killing those hay bags, literally. I can't even count how many times I've had to fix his hay bags. Now, I've talked about hay bags before, but holy smokes, does it really matter when it comes to quality? Because for a while I've had him on this black one here. Hello, friend. What's going on? Says I don't mind cameras so much anymore. Hello. Okay, anyhow, so the black one there is a much lower quality hay bag than, oh, sorry, well, watch out, than the green one. And, hello. Just touch me. Well, maybe just a little. Hey, Mr. Friendly Pants. And so it breaks really easy, especially for a horse that is good at hay bags. And green one has lasted years. This one's barely been used, and he's already, yeah, so he's killing it in both senses of the word. Anders is doing well, as always. So, early morning, I think it's about 8:30 or something like that, which is not that early, but it's early enough that we can call it early, I think. And it's already, I don't know, probably about 24 degrees, 25 maybe. It's pretty warm. So we're fixing things up around here, getting ready for our next phase. Hello, Lena. Come say hello to everybody, the whole wide world. Yes, hello. Yes, I know. The skeeters and flies are starting to come out a little bit, so we are going to, or we already are, spraying the horses down with the fly mosquito spray. It smells kind of nice. Yep, I smell my hand. It smells half horse, half fly spray. But I'll put a link in the description of this video talking about the spray that we make. We hand make it. It works fantastic. Lena's one of the better horses to show, because what she'll do is she'll poop in her shelter. It's the only time. Other than that, she's in the corner. So watching your horse's behaviors and, you know, figuring out what, hello Lena, figuring out what the baseline is can be very handy to figure out when things are going sideways. And as it was, she was getting pilfered by skeeters. So, hello, Rue. Rue's up here right now. Sounds like a fire truck's coming. Or ambulance. Can't tell which one. What's going on, buddy? Do you need a scritchy scratch or something? You don't really look like you need a scritchy scratch. Yeah, you kind of look like you want something else, like a refill. Oop. Something's gone sideways somewhere. The pond's looking like it needs a skimmins. Anyhow. So, the next phase, let's get started with this video, not just a horsey check, but also to talk about what we're doing everywhere. So the excavator comes today. It's exciting times. First place we're going to get into is this area here, because I want to clean it up a little bit. There is a pile of old maple, actually. I'm going to keep some of it, but some of it is just unusable for me. Some of that will come out, and then this is some leftover slash from year 1 that I want to just pick up, put in the gator. What are you doing? You strange horse. Pick up and chuck in the gator and get out of here, and then I might try to regrade this whole area. It's covered with weeds for now. Mostly buttercup, in case anybody doesn't know what this stuff is. Buttercup, horses hate it. Supposedly it irritates, okay fine, it irritates their mouth. Hello, Gracie. What are you doing? You need a scritchy scratch, you say? You've got a couple mosquito bites here and there. Mosquitoes are out. Oh, there's one now. Get it. Can't do nothing about it, just spray them down. So we'll be making more spray today. Anyway, so yeah, excavator is a fantastic tool to use if you've got a big piece of property and you need to do a bunch of stuff on. So the next thing to do is figure out or make this ditch better. Ditch needs to be a little deeper. And this little dirt road here we're keeping, these are going, and I'll explain that in a little bit. We're getting rid of most of these. I'll keep a couple. Haley likes them to use them as a stool to get up on the log. But over here, this ditch, this is just weeds. Lots and lots of weeds. This ditch needs to go a little deeper, I feel. When we get a lot of rain, it really fills up. So I want to go deeper. And then instead of this area kind of going slants down to here and then comes up, it's a bit of a hump here and then it comes down. I'm just going to lift this area here with gravel, and then this will just slope downwards to the ditch. I'm not going to worry about this overfilling and coming this way anymore. I want this land back. So these logs will either be used for something or they will go as well. These are also going to go away forever. Hello, Fluff. Little Yoka's down here right now. She showed a little bit of trouble with one of her back legs, so I put her on flat ground, and she's a heck of a lot better, whatever it was. Horses are warm. Okay, moving on. This pathway is getting there. See, I've moved the fence line, so this is cut off. This is only for regular viewers. Anybody who's coming here new is like, what are you talking about? Looks like it always looked, because this is my first time. Here comes Luke. Horses everywhere around here. You can't walk nowhere without somebody wanting some kind of scritchy scratch or food. Hey, buddy. You just have a little... it's not coming off. So, this pathway needs to be filled with dirt. Some of that dirt is going to come from that ditch area. It's just going to get carted over this way. But this pathway has come a long ways, everybody. We're finally going to have the forest pathway I've always wanted, and it's going to be full out gravel. As you can see here, the poop filling, the organics, logs, twigs, grass, all kinds of things, just organics chucked into here to help fill this area up. It has worked out really well. Can make it all the way through now. It's back and over to here where we're going to, this will all be gravel by the way, and this will continue over this way. This will get extended out to make a bigger paddock here, and then all the work at the back. So today's work, once that excavator arrives, is going to be all that I just explained to you, and I'll explain the rest because this isn't going to look much of what it looks like now. This is going to be our pasture finally, but there are going to be trails. Actually, you know what? I think I'll take you guys on a quick tour of the next trail that will be built, because I want a bigger loop. Look at the boys arguing. These two goofballs. You just fight over the fence. Like, let's have an argument. Okay, let's do it. I'll hang out next to the fence and you do too. Rawr, rawr, I bite you in the face. And beer trimmings. So anyhow, this is the next pathway to build. It's going to come through here. That's the way to the neighbor's yard. Neighbor's yard is about, I'd say 60 feet that way. 70 feet maybe. And come through here. And this will all be cleared. It's going to be flat. We can put logs in later, but I need gravel down, otherwise this is just pure mud. In any time other than hot summer. And so yeah, so this was a dying tree. It had to come down, or dead tree for that matter. Came down, as in it came down by a chainsaw, and it'll be moved. Get cruising through this part here, and it'll come out just behind everything that we've already got cleared to the trail. That leads off into the forest, obviously, and then this area here. So the trail's going to come out. It's either going to come out here or it's going to come between these trees. I haven't decided yet. Have it come around to here. And then over to here and around back to the covered arena. So, that is, yeah, and this will all be changed up. I do want to go a little bit this way, but unfortunately, I don't know if you can see it. There's a rather large tree that fell down, and the roots are going to be a real pain to move. Hard to cut up roots, hard to move with an excavator when they're too big. Hard to cut the tree off that's connected to them. So this will all be gone as well, but not today. This is the next couple of days or so. Because it's going to get buried. Don't want to burn it. The weather being as hot as it is, it's not conducive for fires. So that is the gist of everything, and a quick horsey check all together. Maybe a bit of a quick video for now, but another little update just in case anybody was wondering what's happening in these parts. Hello, you two. See, there's a few skeeters around here. They're hassling me as well. Oh, look. Yeah. That's it. That's all. It's hot. Hopefully everybody is staying relatively cool, drinking lots of water. We will be. And I'll see you guys a little later. Maybe I'll be able to get something more into this video in a bit. But for now, it is simply time to get to work. So see you guys a little bit later. Whoa, what's she doing? She wants me to come over. Boy, this lens is just flaring like crazy. What's Gracie up to? She's yelling at me, I'm sure of it. All right, we'll leave that for now. We need to get started on this little driveway here and fixing up the arena a little bit, and then we're moving around to the back corner. So let's get on with it. I'm wearing white because it reflects the sun a little bit and should keep me a little cooler and stop me from burning my skin off. Yes, I'm working. What are you doing? Swimming? Maybe. Swimming pool's been nice. Okay, let's get started. Okay, one of the first things I need to do is fix up this little driveway here, because when the rain comes down and vehicles and horses and all that kind of thing, all this gravel starts to come down, and this has got a big lump here. This should actually be lower, so the water hits here, it goes this way or that way. So I've got to drag a pile of material up. This shouldn't take too long, and sort of grade it out. It's also a little low there, and it's kind of getting, anyhow, so that's our first job. So, same problem as always, because this arena has a grade to it for training and rehab purposes, and water runoff, the water runoff runs off and it drags a lot of sand down here. So as you can see, it's way over the edge compared to where it should be. Both corners kind of fill up, so when I get the excavator in, that's when I drag it all back as best as I can. Sometimes I'll shovel it out, but hand shoveling sucks. So excavator is a great opportunity having the excavator is a great opportunity to finally get this done. So this is next, and then we're going over there. Okay, so a lot of sand got dragged up the way. It's not perfect, obviously. Everything needs a harrow, but I might do a little bit more in time. I actually recall that I've got dump trucks. I already said that, but they're gonna come back here, so I've got to actually keep this not dug down yet. So for the time being, this will do. But there's a lot more material up at the top now, which is good. My horses have seen an excavator so often, well, once a year, that they don't seem to care much anymore. Luke, you seem to have something on your face. A little weird. No. Anyhow, so this thing's going to go over the other way. I've got the extra bucket there for digging if I need it. And we're going over there. So let's go over there. You'll just drive it in. So come over to maybe here. You might need to back in somehow, but if you can drive in forward, probably just as fine. You just have to back out. Okay, so we're going to essentially load some of this stuff into the gator, and the gator's going to take it to the back. So it's kind of like our little dump truck. And then I think I'm going to try to just flatten this and pull up all this useless buttercup. So that's where we're on to now. Here she comes, my little helper. Boom, boom. Look at that. 10 years old, she's doing great. Where? Okay. Okay, poor Gracie. She's been running around like a crazy horse. You gonna live? You've got some flies on your eyes. But yeah, you're a big girl. You're learning. You're learning. You are. Yes, rubs all around. Okay, let's take a look at the action. Made a little mess here. That's okay. You have an excavator, you're always making a mess of something. So finally all that stuff has been cleared out, and it gives me a better idea of what's going on here. Cleared out most of these stumps. I'm gonna keep some because it's maple. Maple's awesome. I gave one quick swipe down this way because I wanted to see what it's like. Is it flat? How's it looking? It's hard to tell underneath all the weeds, so I'll just kind of do this. But, and this is a big but, this area here needs to be worked out for a plan, creating a little bit of an obstacle course in here. So it's going to be something that I have to think about a little bit. So I'm going to leave it for now, but it's a little bit cleaner and better. And I think we've given Gracie enough trouble for today, haven't we? Yes, big girl. Yes, you poor thing. I know. You're a big horse. You are. You were brave, mostly. Mostly brave. Rubs. Okay, so we're gonna take a break now. Have some dinner and all that kind of stuff. Horses are calling out. I'm really happy about this. Really happy about up there. And we're looking good. Well, Gracie didn't have the best time of it, but she's come out of it okay. So these are out of the way except for a couple. I'm waiting for sort of stools or steps to get up onto this log by request.
Yeah.
And now it's onto this ditch, and I moved one of the logs out of the way. This log used to be there. That tree actually went all the way to here. I showed some little video before. I'll find some again. And so these two bits here are actually those lengths that I used sort of as a division of where the ditch is. But also underneath here is another one. There's another buried one. So pretty gunky stuff in here, but it's got to be sort of cleaned up again. This ditch is just turning too overgrown. So. Smells stinky. Yeah, it is.
Smells like dirt.
Smells like dirt. Dirt stinks, she says. Thanks. Okay, so with these, I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. I actually almost wanted to create a bridge that would go across here. I thought that would be kind of cool. It's a shortcut. And so these might get repurposed. We'll see how it goes. But for now, I'm just gonna have them out of the way. They are kind of rotten, but they're cedar, so they'll last forever. So digging, but it's actually hard to dig into the sunlight. So I might have to continue this in the morning.
Tomorrow?
Oh, careful with that. It looks like it's just barely balancing.
Looks like I'm barely balancing.
Oh, cool. Okay. So the sun got out of my eyes enough to get on with this. So we've got a much deeper, a little bit wider ditch kind of going here. So this should help out with the rain. So that now concludes today's work. And this whole pile of dirt has got to go down that way. So we've got some posts to remove. Yeah, this is much better. If there's any mosquito larvae in there, they're dead now. Anyways, so that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one.